Hello, boys and girls. Going to do a video here on get your mind right, the mindset cycle, and what that means. And boys and girls, the mindset cycle is something that is going on in all of our brains at all times. It's running in your brain right now as you're watching this video. It's running in my brain right now as I'm making this video. So what I'd like to do is just talk about the different parts of the mindset cycle. We're not going to go over a bunch of examples in this video. I just want to go over what each part means so you have an idea of what it is, because the mindset cycle is such an important part for you to try and get control over to make sure you can get your mind right. And when you do that, it's going to lead to you making more above the line choices. So we're going to go through this and talking about the mindset cycle and what exactly each part is, because there are 4 parts to the mindset cycle. You have first your focus, and that's what you're paying attention to. Now, hopefully, your focus right now is on this video and listening to what is being said to you. And when you pay attention to that, it leads to self talk. We all have self talk going on at all times. It is what you say to yourself in your brain. And again, you have self talk going on in your brain right now. I have self talk going on in my brain right now. The cool thing about self talk, we all have complete control over our own self-talk, and it's very powerful in helping you help lead to you making above the line choices. Okay, and that self-talk, what you're saying in your brain, is going to lead to how you feel. And we all have different feelings, whether it's being angry, excited, happy, frustrated, glad, all those different feelings. Okay, we're going to have, and it's usually led to by our self-talk. And then finally, the last part of the mindset cycle is the action. Okay, that's what you choose to do, or the response you're going to give. That R in E plus R equals O. Okay, so let's pretend that we're playing a game of checkers and you lost the game of checkers. So the first thing you get to do is you get to focus. You can focus on the fact that you lost and you can't stand losing. And maybe that leads to self talk. And that self talk in your brain would be, well, that's not fair. The dog distracted me when I was playing, and that person always cheats, and they're never going to let me win. And if you're saying that in your brain, how do you think that's going to make you feel? Well, probably angry, right? You'll probably be a little upset or frustrated. And then what action is that going to lead to? Well, chances are you'll probably quit and won't play anymore. But if we go back to the focus in the beginning and you lost the game of checkers, it's the same event, and your focus may be, what do I need to do to win next time? And then that would lead to your self talk of saying, okay, next time that I play, I have to do this different within the game of checkers. I know that I'm capable of beating this person. I can do it one of these times. I'll get the best of them. How is that going to make you feel? Well, probably motivated, probably a little excited to try again. And then the action that leads to is you're going to keep playing and keep getting better. A lot different action between the first example and the second example. Okay, so here's a visual that takes a look at how exactly this works, because each one leads to each other. We're going to start with a focus, and whatever it is you choose to focus on will then lead to the self-talk and the stuff that's going on in your brain. It's called a script or a story that you're constantly telling yourself. And when you're having that self-talk, it then is going to lead to how you feel about something. And then how you feel about something will a lot of times lead to your action. When you're mad about something, your action is usually different than when you're excited about something. Okay. And boys and girls, when we're doing the mindset cycle, most of the times we don't even notice that it's going on until we get to this part of the feeling, because it's easy to feel when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're frustrated. And when you're feeling, let's just say, frustrated, you can go back and say, well, what self talk do I have going on right now? And can I change that self talk so I'm not so frustrated? Instead of saying, this is impossible, makes you feel frustrated, you could say, man, I just haven't figured out how to do this yet, which makes you feel excited because you can get it done. All right. And if you're having a hard time changing your self talk, then you got to go back and decide, well, what am I focused on? And can I change my focus to help improve my self-talk? Because if I improve my focus, I improve my self-talk. If I improve my self-talk,